Hi students, today we will start our first chapter of 9th class, that is number system. So the name of chapter is number system. What does number system mean? Number system means we have a system of numbers. It means we have a collection of numbers, or we can say that we have different type of numbers. For example, if I say the first basic type of number, that is natural number. My first type is natural numbers. As the name is suggesting, natural means that numbers that you include in counting. For example, if you start counting the numbers or you start counting the objects, how will you start? You will say 1 chair or 2 pens or 3 tables. You will never say that I have 0 pens or I have 0 chairs. It means the natural numbers that you use in your day-to-day life or you use in your counting, that starts from always 1, not from 0. That's why natural numbers are also called as counting number. The another name of natural numbers is counting numbers. Now, counting numbers starts from 1, 2, 3 up to ... What does 3 dots means? I am putting 3 dots after this comma. It means the numbers are infinite. It means you can go up to infinite, like 1000, 1000, 1001, 1005, then 10,000. It means you can go continuously and your numbers will never end. This 3 dots means this. Now the second type is, after natural numbers, the another next type is whole numbers. Second type is whole numbers. Whole numbers means natural numbers plus the another number 0. It means you are taking 0 into the collection of natural numbers and then this new collection becomes whole number. So whole numbers starts from 0 and then natural number. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 up to ... Okay, so these are natural numbers, these are whole numbers. Now third type is integers. Integers, I can say integers is a collection of negative natural number plus 0 plus positive natural number or simply natural numbers. So integers are negative natural numbers plus 0 plus positive natural number, or simply I can say that natural numbers, because there are not positive natural numbers. Natural numbers are already positive, 1, 2, 3. So negative natural numbers means, negative natural number means -4, -3, -2, -1. Okay, and then I am taking 0 and then I am taking natural number. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 up to ... Here I am putting 3 dots. It means from left side of 0 there are negative numbers that are also infinite, and in right hand side of 0 there are numbers that are countless or that are infinite. So integers is a collection of negative natural number, 0 and natural number. Natural numbers are counting number and whole numbers are natural number plus 0. So these are 3 types of our number system. Now the fourth type is rational numbers. Now the fourth type is rational numbers. The most important type of numbers, or in collection, the most important type is rational numbers. Rational numbers means, first of all, see, rational comes from the word ratio. And in ratio, you know very well, how do you represent ratio? numerator upon denominator. So it means rational numbers, the basic form of rational number will be numerator upon denominator. It is a type of fraction, and there are some conditions or there are some restrictions on that fraction according to which we define rational numbers. So rational numbers are a number of the form P upon Q. Okay, I am taking numerator upon denominator, that is a fraction P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. First condition which I am putting is P and Q. It means numerator and denominator both must be integers. And second condition is, this is my first condition, and second condition is Q is not equal to 0. It means your denominator, when you are taking any fraction, the denominator of this fraction can never be equal to 0. Why? Because if I take 1 upon 0 or if I take 7 upon 0, is it a number? No, it is not a number. It is not defined. That's why I am putting the restriction that first condition is P and Q both are integers. Second is Q not equal to 0. Now the third condition is P and Q are co-prime. Co-prime means P and Q both are first of all integers. Second is denominator cannot be equal to 0. And third is P and Q are co-prime. Co-prime means the numbers P and Q both do not have any common factor other than 1. P and Q do not have any common factor other than 1. It means if I say P is equal to 15 and Q is equal to 12. 15 and 12, these are integers. My Q is equal to 12, not equal to 0. But if I take 15, factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15 itself. 12, factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 itself. So see, 3 and 3. Here 3 is common in 15 and 12. That is, 3 is the common factor of 15 and 12. So this must not happen. You are taking, or you will take P and Q as the numbers that will do not have any common factor other than 1. So these are the restrictions according to which you can define the rational number. So rational number is a number that is in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers, Q not equal to 0 and P and Q do not have any common factor other than 1. For example, if I take 7 upon 12, 7 is an integer, 12 is an integer, 12 is not equal to 0, 7 and 12 both are co-prime that do not have any common factor other than 1. So 7 by 12 is a rational number. Now you can say that 15 upon 12, this is also a rational number. Yes, this is a rational number, but when I will divide this 15 by 12 by 3, if I divide by 3, 3 5s are 15, 3 4s are, it will give you 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 is the simplest form of 15 by 12. 15 by 12 is a rational number, you can say, but 15 by 12 is the equivalent form of 5 by 4. If you are writing a rational number, then that rational number must be in simplified form. Must be in simplified form. You cannot further divide 5 and 4 by any number except 1. So 5 by 4 is a rational number and 15 by 12 is its equivalent form. So I think you all have understood what are rational numbers, what are natural numbers, what are integers and what are whole numbers. Now let's do another topic. The topic is, if we have to find the rational numbers between any two rational numbers, how will we do? First method is, if I say the question is find 5 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Okay, so all of you know the first method is, if I have two rational numbers, then what I can do, I can first apply the method as, if I have two rational numbers A and B, then the method is to find the rational number between A and B is, the rational number between A and B is A plus B by 2. Okay, this is our first method that you all have studied in earlier classes. For example, here A is 3 and B is 4. So if I apply this method, the next rational number between 3 and 4 will be 3 plus 4 divided by 2, that is 7 by 2. 7 by 2 is a rational number that lies between 3 and 4. Now I have three rational numbers, 3, 7 by 2 and then 4. Okay, I am getting first rational number. Now I have to find 5 rational numbers according to the question. Now I will find another rational number between 3 and 7 by 2 now. Between 3 and 7 by 2, because I know according to denseness property of rational numbers, there exist infinitely many rational numbers between any two rational numbers. So I can find here A is 3 and B is 7 by 2 plus 2. This is my next rational number that lies between 3 and 7 by 2, and the next rational number I can find is between 7 by 2 and 4, and then between 3 and this rational number that I will find from here. Now I know this is the method that will easily apply, but this will take some time. This will take some computation time. So to avoid that computation part, or to avoid that difficulty, we will do by another method. And the another method is, if I have any two rational numbers and I have to find 5 rational numbers, so what will I do? I will first multiply and divide by how much? Here 5 rational numbers that I have to find. So I will divide and multiply the given number by 5 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1. What I am doing? I am multiplying and I am dividing the given rational number by how much? How many rational numbers I have to find? Plus 1. 5 plus 1. So it will give you 3 multiply 6 upon 6. It will give you 3 multiply 6 is 18. 18 upon 6. This is my equivalent rational number according to 3. Now the next 4 multiplied by 5 plus 1 is 6 upon 6. So it will give you 24 upon 6. Now you have two rational numbers, 18 by 6 and 24 by 6. These are two rational numbers in place of 3 and 4. Now I can easily find 5 rational numbers between 3 and 4. How? 18 by 6. The next number will be 19 by 6. Then 20 by 6. Then 21 by 6. Then 22 by 6. And then 23 by 6. These are my 5 rational numbers. We can find any rational numbers by this method. How? If I have to find n rational numbers, n can be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever. I will multiply and divide the original given numbers by n plus 1. Let's take another example. If I have to find, question is, if I have to find 3 rational numbers between 4 and 7. Okay. So here n is, you have to find 3 rational numbers. So n is 3. So you will multiply and divide by 3 here, n is 3. So n plus 1, 3 plus 1, which is 4. And divide by 4. So it will give you 4 multiply 3 plus 1, which is 4. 4 multiply 4 is 16 by 4. And the next is 7 multiply 4 upon 4, 28 by 4. So I can easily find 3 rational numbers between 16 by 4 and 28 by 4. These are 17 by 4, 18 by 4 and 19 by 4. So you notice that how easily I can find 3, 4, 5 rational numbers between any two rational numbers.